Hello YouTube. A few years ago I made a video about this discovery. There has been some development. 10 years ago, Russian archaeologists have made a sensational discovery in the Republic of Tyva, an artifact resembling a modern smartphone was found at the depth of 17 meters in the Alate necropolis. Some scientists suggested that this object, dating back more than 2100 years, could have been used to communicate with extraterrestrial civilizations, possibly with the legendary planet Nibiru. An unusual find discovered in a place that archaeologists call Russian Atlantis belonged to a woman buried in an ancient necropolis. The shape of the object strikingly resembles an iPhone. Its dimensions are 18 by 9 centimeters, and the surface is decorated with rare, precious stone. However, according to experts, this artifact performed much more complex functions than just decoration. Ufologists who have studied the find claim that the object served as a means of communication for the leaders of ancient tribes. Such devices were rare and were awarded only to those who proved their devotion to extraterrestrial forces and were initiated into a secret society. According to those who proffer this hypothesis, the artifact functioned as a transmitter of light signals that resembled Morse code. At the moment of receiving the cosmic signal, the gems on the surface began to glow in a certain sequence due to the powerful polarization of the magnetic field. Such a magnetic effect at a distance is unattainable even for modern technologies, commented Russian ufologist Igor Kravtsov. This suggests that the creators of the device had knowledge far beyond the human capabilities of that time. In everyday life, the artifact was used as a belt buckle, but at key moments it was probably activated to send signals. Some archaeologists and ufologists agree that such objects could coordinate the actions of the tribe, transmitting instructions from the higher powers. Similar finds, according to some in the Russian ufological community, were found in ancient Egypt, where they presumably linked the pharaohs with alien patrons. These devices indicate that the Earth has long been under the surveillance of galactic civilizations. According to archaeologist Anna Smirnova, who allegedly participated in the excavation, the only question is why we arouse such interest from our cosmic neighbors. I've been asking the same question over and over. Considering what Earth is now, and all the wars we went through. Anyway, the hypothesis of the artifact's connection with Nibiru, a mythical planet mentioned in ancient Sumerian texts, has caused heated discussions in the scientific community, according to Russian media at least. Some researchers believe that the find confirms the theory of ancient alien contact, while others insist on more mundane explanations, such as the ritual significance of the object. However, the unique technology of the glow of the stones and the complexity of the design make even skeptics think. Excavations at the Alate necropolis are continuing, and scientists hope to find additional artifacts that will shed light on the purpose of the ancient smartphone. For now, the find remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of modern archaeology, reminding us that humanity's past may hold many more secrets than we realize. Well, scientists who do not believe in the extraterrestrial explanation for the find believe it's actually a belt buckle, very similar in shape to a smartphone. The buried woman was named Natasha, although she was clearly an ancient Mongol from the Xiongnu period, so that's the name archaeologists gave her for whatever purposes they need. The iPhone object was found on the belt. A stone of this size could not serve for utilitarian purposes as a buckle, whether it is a ceremonial object. The belt buckle made of this solid semi-precious stone, agate or agate, has the same shape, size, and appearance, like a modern iPhone. Who was this Natasha calling? The Russian Atlantis is actually an island in a large artificial reservoir called the Sayan Sea, located on the mighty Yenisei River, upstream from the Sayano-Shushenskaya Dam in Tuva, or Tiva, different pronunciations, in southern Siberia. The island rises from the sea in mid-May, when flood waters subside and disappear by the end of June. The Alate necropolis was discovered as an island in 2015. Scientists have long established that about 2,000 years ago, the Huns lived in Siberia, a nomadic people known for their wars of conquest. The most valuable artifacts have been preserved in their necropolises. In the season 2018 to 2019, archaeologists discovered in one of the stone graves the 2,000-year-old remains of the Sleeping Beauty, who was dressed in silk clothes before burial. Initially, she was considered a priestess or a noblewoman, but according to recent research, she could be engaged in leather work. During the following expedition, scientists managed to discover another female skeleton of that era, draped in an original outfit. She was considered a Han weaver. The deceased was dressed up in sparkling glass beads, gemstone pendants, and belt ornaments made of bone. It is known that the Huns, although they did not adhere to matriarchy, treated women with great respect. Therefore, their graves were carefully cleaned and, importantly, avoided looting. Next to the remains were fragments of skin, threads, spindles, probably this had some symbolic meaning, as well as sets of beads, bone and copper buckles, and a bag of pine nuts was placed for the Sleeping Beauty for the afterlife meal. Many artifacts actually were brought from ancient China, such as silk, mirror, and coins made during the Han Dynasty. That would be from years 206 to 220 Common Era. That's very interesting. I wonder if the belt buckle was also brought from China. In total, there are 110 graves at the Alate burial ground and 32 at the site called Terezin. In addition, during the research work using photography and 3D modeling, experts recorded rock carvings and petroglyphs. According to the expedition leader, the water level in the reservoir was very low in the 2019 season, which allowed specialists to study the images well. In particular, archaeologists examined and recorded petroglyphs of the famous Mugur Sargol script, the oldest collection of Bronze Age rock paintings found in Tuva. I still want to confirm that there has been most recent expedition to the site and what is going on there. And I will, and I'll bring you more stories, but apparently Russian media is paying attention to this find again. So something is going on there. Stay tuned. And if you like my research, please support through the links you'll find in description to this video. Please like my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're notified of any new videos. Thank you.